YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So before we get started into this video, I apologize for the delay. I'm finally getting over this weird like head cold I had, or allergy, whatever it was. But pretty much like the left side of my nose was constantly running. I was sneezing. My mouth was full of mucus and everything. I had like a random cold. I don't know where it came from. But it's all over now. So let's get right into this video though. I want to talk about why chosen ones are so bold, right? So if you're watching this video, you're probably the type of person that's just always been just bold, and it doesn't just have to be what you say to people. It just means like what you do. Even like what you do could be bold. Like you could just be the type of person that you could kind of wear what you feel like wearing. Like you could probably just like mix up a bunch of different colors, like you couldn't care less. You've probably been the type of person that could just kind of like say whatever you want. Like you could be like in public or something, and I'm not saying you're saying anything bad, like you're cursing or whatever. I'm saying that you could be in public and you could be talking about stuff that's like really like interesting, or like really, or just like different, that like no one's talking about, and like you could just be saying it, like your voice is really loud and everything. But just know, if you're watching this video, you've always been a person that's just been bold, right? And if you resonate with this video, not every single person will resonate with this video, but I'm sure a lot of you will, because I felt in my spirit to say this. But if you are this person, then this video is for you. But that boldness comes from the Spirit. It comes from the Spirit of God, right? Because God called us to be bold. He said the righteous are bold as a lion, right? So you've never been a person that liked to hold your tongue. You didn't like to hold your tongue in front of stuff that's wrong, right? You've always been the type of person that will call out things that are wrong, that call out things that are unjust, call out things that are like deceptive, call out things that are not of God, right? They're not just. And because you've been this way, people have hated you, right? Because you spoke the truth about things. Like if you saw somebody doing something that was wrong, if you saw someone doing something that you know was like fake, you would call it out, right? And you would expose the truth in front of these people, or whatever this place is. And they would hate you for it, right? Because they would look at you, they'd be like, man, I hate when this person does this. This person's always exposing these things, right? They don't want to be exposed, so they would hate on you, right? This is why you've been hated, because you could have even done this ever since you were young. Like say, for example, you were in school and you've always been like this person who's been intelligent, right? You're an intelligent person. And you could have been in school, right? And like you could have even had situations where like you could have ended up correcting the teacher on something. Like the teacher could have done like a math problem or something, but the teacher might have messed up in the math problem, and you could have like corrected them, right? That's where your boldness, that's how bold you've been. You've been so bold that you could have just done that as a kid, right? You could have just called out the teacher and be like, no, that's wrong. This is how you do it, right? You've always been somebody that like made people's egos crack, right? You've always made people's egos crack, whatever that you've done. And this hasn't even been something that you've tried to do. It's just the fact that you have a boldness about you. You see like the truth of things. You just know things, right? So because you've been this way, you've made people feel like the ego gets attacked by you, right? Even though you don't necessarily like attack the ego, you just say the truth, right? And the truth ends up somehow hurting them, right? Because the truth hurts. And you could have even been surprised yourself. You could have been like, wait, why did I even say that? I mean, it was right, but like, why did I even say that? You've probably found it hard in your life to ever just like hold back. Like if you need to say something, like you probably found it hard to hold back, right? But because you've been this way, this is why you found throughout the world, right, people have always tried to kind of like silence you, right? Try to get you to not talk, try to kind of like dim you down, trying to kind of get you to be quiet, right? You could even be someone that has a loud voice. You could even be someone that's just naturally loud, right? Like your voice is just loud. It's just loud by itself. And you could have had people be like, shh, don't say that. You're not supposed to say that. And you'd be like, why would I not say that? It's true, right? You've always been this type of person. You'd be like, why would I not say it if it's true? Why would I believe this lie, right? This is just who you are. And this all comes from the Spirit of God, right? The Spirit of God is a spirit of boldness. It's bold. You speak through love and everything, but you're bold, right? Not just from the things that you say, but the things that you do. You've always just kind of moved boldly. You've kind of just Like you're the type of person that could just like move on your own, right? Like you don't really necessarily need anybody. You probably like to be around people if they're the right people, but you don't have a problem being alone at all, right? And that's also another reason why you're bold, because it takes someone bold to like walk alone. It takes someone bold to just like chill alone, right? You've always been this person that's just like okay to, like you don't find it a big deal at all to just to be on yourself, right? But other people do. They see it as like boldness and like confident. They're like, wait, who is this person, right? How's this person just like just do all these things on their own? And how do they even accomplish these things? Like how did they just like, what do they do, right? This is who you are. If you truly resonate with this video, I want to see your comments below, because this is something I truly resonate with as well, and I know a lot of you will resonate with this video. But just know that your boldness is no joke. It's never been a joke. You've always been like that, right? You've always been the threat of things that are just wicked and evil. You've always been a threat, right? You're a threat to the world. The things that are evil in the world, you're going to be a threat, right? Because you're of God. And you've always spoke through like a spirit of truth, right? You were never someone that wanted to lie, right? You've probably, I'm not gonna say you never lied before, because probably everyone's lied, done white lies and everything. But even when you lied, if you're in like a situation where like you lied or like you had to lie or whatever, you feel like it was kind of like it was just really uncomfortable to do. You're like, man, I shouldn't have even done that. Like why didn't I just say the truth about this situation, right? You're just someone who's naturally authentic, and that authenticity makes you really bold, right? And that's what makes people envy you so much, because they see you and you just truly act yourself. You just do the things that you like to do and say the things that you want, and you just act yourself. You're not trying to put up a facade or front, trying to act like somebody you're not, trying to do things that you don't like to do, right? You've always just been like yourself. But constantly the world's been showing you the opposite thing, right? The world's been trying to get you to be another person, talk a different way, believe in different things. The world's always been the opposite of who you are, right? This is what's been going on for you probably your whole life. It's always been like the opposite of who you are, right? Your intentions, like maybe just relationships with people, you could have had intentions of just like, oh, everyone should get along and everything. Like they just talk about whatever to talk about, and they just have a good time. Your intentions could have just been like that, right? But then you'll go around people, and the world has shown you the complete opposite, right? You go around people, then all you get back is envy. All you get back is pride. All you get back is people trying to dim your light. All you get back is that. So this is why ever since you were younger, you probably slowly started to like change as a person, right? And you never dimmed your light, but you started to change, because since your discernment's super strong, you start to see how people act. Then you go from speaking excitedly to people to really watching who you speak to, right? To really watching what you say to people and who you speak to. Because you've developed this discernment throughout the years, and you've seen how people act. Whenever you start to act yourself and start speaking about what you believe in or like what you're gonna do and everything, it's always kind of, you've always got hit with like envy, or like you've always got hit with like doubt. You've always got hit with like your energy getting drained and everything. Like you could have been like excitedly talking to certain people, but then you just get back negativity, you just get back doubt and everything. Then you end up being drained, because you're naturally someone who's optimistic, because you got that spirit. You're high spirited, right? You believe in the things that you could do, and people hate you because you believe in yourself, right? You've just always believed in yourself. And the people who don't believe in themselves are insecure. They're gonna hate you, right? They're gonna be like, I hate how this person acts like this, because it kind of exposes them, right? They don't feel right when they're around you. And yeah, since you've been this high-spirited person, because you're this high-spirited person, you've kind of always been this person who's kind of been in like the spotlight type of thing. You kind of had this like spotlight effect on you. And I know I've spoken about this many times in some of my older videos, but you've always had this like spotlight effect on you. And that spotlight effect attracted either bad people or good people, but you've always had that spotlight on you. It's always been just kind of like attention gets on you for some reason. Somehow or for some reason, attention gets on you in like whatever way. You just stand out, right? And you don't just stand out because you're light. That's a big reason you stand out. But you stand out since you are a light, right? You stand out just because you're bold, right? You're not afraid to like say certain things. You're not afraid to like check people on what they say and everything. You're not afraid to just say what's on your mind. You never been afraid of this, right? And people have seen that. So whenever people go around you, certain people could get like intimidated by it because they're like, wait, if I say anything to this person, they're gonna fight back, right? They're gonna push back because you're not afraid to do it, right? This is just how you've always been. But you probably had a lot of people throughout your whole life that have tried to kind of like quiet you down, try to get you down so you don't speak, try to get you anxious, trying to get you scared, right? That's what the devil tries to do. But you know, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, so you've always been someone that didn't like succumb to fear because you knew it was false. You're like, I'm not succumbing to this. If this is true, it's true, right? I'm gonna say it how it is. But yeah, just know if you're watching this video and this video hits your spirit, this video is for you. You're someone who's really bold. This is how people who are chosen are. They're just bold people, righteously bold, right? The righteous are bold as a lion. This is how you are. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment anything below. All right, God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.